Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir.
It got heated last night during President Trump's address to Congress. Tensions boiling over when Houston Congressman Al Green was removed from the House chamber after repeatedly challenging the president on cuts to Medicaid. Here's what he said to reporters in the hallway.
I want him to know that his budget calls for deep cuts in Medicaid. He needs to save Medicaid, protect it. We need to raise the cap on Social Security. There's a possibility that it's going to be hurt. And we've got to protect Medicare. These are the safety net programs that people in my congressional district depend on.
So there is Al Green, and now investigative reporter Cheryl Mercedes is here to verify whether what the congressman was saying is true.
Cheryl, there is a lot to unpack here.
Yeah, Jason, Reka, there certainly is. This is a complex issue, and when you are talking about programs that impact a lot of people like Medicaid, there's no doubt it's going to get some attention. But we're here to give you the facts, so let's verify. Is it true that Donald Trump's budget cuts call for deep cuts on Medicaid? Well, we've got two sources for this. First, of course, the 2025 House Budget Committee resolution itself, and the University of Houston professor of political science, Brandon Rottinghaus.
Does President Trump's budget call for deep cuts to Medicaid?
The plan basically instructs one of the committees which oversees Medicaid to identify about $880 billion in savings. The resolution doesn't specify that they should cut Medicaid, but that's where most of the money is. So the likely assumption is that the cuts that will probably come from Medicaid.
So if I had to ask you whether or not you can answer this question, yes or no, could you today?
We can't answer that today because what was adopted was really just a resolution of a budget. It was like a plan for a budget. The actual specifics of the budget still have to be passed by both chambers independently, and then they have to remedy any discrepancies to send one bill to the president.
Okay, now let's take a look at that second source. That's the budget resolution itself. Right here, it is an 86-page plan with recommendations that do include tax cuts, more money for border security, and mandatory spending cuts. But that's it, a plan. It's not something that's final. However, if approved by both chambers and the president, Rottinghaus says the impact to Medicaid recipients would be felt pretty soon. Congress has got to approve a budget in the next 9 days, so it is something you should watch closely. Reka?
All right, Cheryl, thank you so much.